These two women pretend to be nice to the girl, to stick a poster on her back, being totally mean. The girl explains to them that she is going to a job interview and is very excited, and one of the women questions why she is going in that outfit. And the girl says that she's wearing her best dress to go, claiming that it's a beauty contest. And the woman says that by coincidence she's also going to a pageant. The girl says that's great, and wishes the two women good luck. And one of the women wishes her the same, saying that she looks very beautiful. She thanks them for the compliment, not realizing it's fake, then says she's already running late and has to go. While the other two friends keep laughing and saying that she will never win that contest, and they both keep watching the woman without stopping laughing at her. When the woman is walking down the street, a man passes by her and starts catcalling her, saying that the hot man she is looking for is him. And the woman tells him to leave her alone. As she continues walking, another man passes by her and starts flirting. And when she goes to try to get back at him, the man leaves without looking back. Later she passes a third man, who tells her that if she's hot, he's there to cool her off. She finally arrives at the place where the contest will take place, and greets the receptionist there. The receptionist gives her some information, and then tells her that she can sit down, claiming that the director hasn't arrived yet, but just wait for him to arrive along with the other candidates. When she turns to sit down, the receptionist sees the sign that says "I'm hot, looking for a man," but says nothing, and the candidate sits down to wait. Some time later, the other two candidates arrive saying that they are there for the contest. The receptionist says the same thing she said to the first candidate, asking them to wait a moment. One of the women says that she doesn't want to wait, but goes straight ahead because she already knows she will pass. But the other one next to her says that she is the one who will pass, because she is thinner, taller and prettier. The receptionist then explains that these are factors that may even determine something in the contest, but that is not all they are looking for, so the woman doesn't accept what she says, saying that this is a beauty contest. And the other woman then asks the receptionist who she is, saying that she must be some little secretary. When the receptionist tries to explain that she is not a secretary, the woman interrupts her, saying that she doesn't need to talk, she must be the cleaner then. Then the woman says that she is the coordinator of the contest, and says that if she were those candidates, she would sit down to wait for the director, because he hasn't arrived yet. The candidate complains about still having to wait for the director, saying that she's even lazy about it. When they turn around to sit down, they notice the presence of the other candidate, and question what she is doing there. The girl explains that as she had told them, she was going to a contest. The woman says that she thought she was going to another kind of beauty contest, but not that it was the same contest. The other then says that this contest is to choose someone who will represent the company, and asks if the girl thinks she has a chance there. But the girl doesn't let it get her down, because she knows she has a chance like any other candidate. Then the woman explains to her friend that she studied in the same school as that girl, and she was even the first to get pregnant, calling her dumb for this. The other woman says that she is really dumb and should have been smarter. But the girl answers them, saying that she is not to blame for the things that happen in life, and adds that she does everything for her son. And one of the candidates say that this girl probably doesn't even know who the child's father is, and she replies that she is very proud to be a solo mother, and that she loves her son very much. But the woman really wants to humiliate her, and one of them begins to tell the girl to look at herself, calling her poor and telling her to look at her clothes. And the girl gets up angrily, demanding respect from those women. Then the other woman starts to want to fight with her. But before things get any worse, the coordinator tells them to stop, and sends them all to the auditorium. While the two go to the auditorium, the first candidate sits at the reception desk crying because of all the humiliation she has been through. The coordinator approaches her and asks why she is still there. Then the candidate reveals that she will no longer participate, and when she is asked why, she explains that she has no chance against those women, because according to her, the other candidates are more beautiful and their clothes are wonderful. She tries to say that there is the problem of her being a solo mother, but the coordinator says that the director will not evaluate this. Then the woman takes a deep breath before heading to the auditorium. Later, the pageant coordinator is introducing to the candidates the director of the company, who will also be part of the selection process for the pageant. The director thanks them for the presentation and welcomes the candidates, saying that this is the most reputable company in the market, and it will be a pleasure to work with them. He explains that his company works with the best commercials in the country, and that they will not regret working for the best commercial company in the country. He goes on to explain how the contest works, saying that it will start with a series of tests to decide who is the face of the company. The first candidate says that she certainly is the face of the company. But the second says that she thinks she's too much, and the first one says that the other candidate is worse, and questions what she is doing there until now. But the girl says that she will stay there and will participate in the contest, making the two women laugh by calling her brave. After explaining everything, the director says that they can now start the first phase of testing, and in this first phase he needs all the candidates to parade. And the first two only think about how perfect they are at parading on the catwalk. The director says that the first candidate can start now, and one of the women offers to go first, arguing that she is excellent at parading. But before she goes, the girl interrupts her saying that there is something in her hair, but the candidate gets angry with her. Even so, the kindly girl still removes the branch that was stuck in her hair. Then the first candidate goes on parade, and right after that the director calls for the second candidate. When the girl tries to go, the other girl interrupts her saying that she will be next. Then, when she goes to parade for the director, she stumbles and falls in front of everyone. When the girl approaches to help her, the woman angrily tells her to let go immediately, and she gets up on her own to continue her parade. Soon after, the director calls for the third candidate. Everything goes on as usual in her parade, until she turns around and everyone sees the paper stuck to her clothes, making the two women laugh at her. Then the director starts with the second phase of the contest tests, and the two women only think about how easy this second phase will be. They also doubt that the girl will pass, and one of them even asks her if she wants help to find her way out. In the second phase, the director wants them to write down one of their qualities and to tape the paper to their bodies. The coordinator asks them to line up in a row, and one by one they write their quality on the paper. Each one writes her quality and takes her paper, while being supervised by the coordinator of the contest. Then after they have all written their quality, the director asks each of them to summarize their quality. The first candidate says that this is very simple, claiming that she is a nice person who makes friends anywhere. The second says she is a good friend and tries her best to help all her friends. The third candidate says that she considers herself a great mother. The director calls her up to the stage, and she goes while the other two make fun of her. Then the director calls for the first candidate, saying that she said she is a nice person and would like her to say a little more about it. So she starts by saying that, as she had already said, she is very nice and that's it, without being able to add anything more than that. Soon the director asks the name of the girl who was next to her, and then he looks at the first candidate, saying that the one who was nice to her from the beginning of the interview was that girl. But the woman doesn't agree, claiming that she was the one who was nice the whole time. But the director says that it was the girl who helped. After all, when the woman went on parade, it was that girl who warned her about the branch in her hair. And the director says that the plaque that is with the first candidate should be with that girl, so he removes the plaque from her and puts it on the girl. Then he faces the second candidate. He asks why she considers herself a good friend, and the woman says that it is as she has already said, that she considers herself a good friend and she is good friends with everyone. But the director denies this, saying that the one who was a good friend was that girl. After all, when she tripped and fell in the middle of the parade, it was that girl who helped her up. Then he also takes the plate from the second candidate, saying that she should also stay with the girl. Then he says that that girl has all the quality that his company needs, that everything they are looking for, that girl has to deliver, and she is the best in this multinational. The two women are outraged by the director's speech and begin to shoot offenses at the girl. Then one of the women says that his company will go bankrupt, being a low-level company. Soon the director asks those two women to leave the company, because the candidate chosen was the girl next to him. But the two women do not accept that result, claiming that they will not leave the company. And the director says that the worst part is that those two women are so mean that he saw them put that sign on her back, saying that it is a very ugly attitude, that they did it only to harm the candidate, leaving him speechless. And they ask him to prove that they did it. The man replies that he doesn't need proof and would like them to withdraw from the contest immediately. So they pretend that they don't even want to be there and leave, saying that the whole thing is ridiculous. Then the director looks at the chosen contestant, thanking her for her participation, saying that she was one of the best contestants in the whole contest, and welcomes her. Then he gives her the good news that in addition to her passing the contest, he also wants to offer her a position within the company. The woman is very happy and grateful for the opportunity. She never imagined that she would actually win this contest. The director, who is grateful, claiming that this woman is an example.